Recovery from Slowly in Your Sweetest Hour, a collection of poetry written by Eddie Generazio. A Whole New You. I traded the fireflies for confetti and a nightclub's work was done. To marry natural truth with a fantastic fantasy, poetic flush, where colors, neon, primary, and every LED meld together in the cosmos of the night. Change everything, throw up the roadblocks, and do something new, something that will eventually lead me all the way back to you. I dance harder when my heart is breaking, as if a moment's settle from this dizzy will knock me off my pride. Spinning, watching the audience whirl into incomprehensible swirls is vengeance enough, since in truth, no drunken orgasm can match the competition of a perfect combination in the acrobatic madness of the nightlife. Swinging on the disco chandelier of fitness and party, closer to the club rat, further from the glinting injury of faded postcards, wincing, with a couple of children blissful in their own penetrative night. But to falter and crumble into the boiling vat of pride of the human ownership, this pride of mine, I'll take the nightlife by its necktie and tug it into a fuck, and that is what I do every fucking evening, nightly forcing hundreds of the nameless to bow down before my cock, my body, my prowess, the very power of my form. I'll fuck the night because heartbreak brings out the best of me, as if tears and glitter were a soup together that flooded the night and I drowned in it, as an alternative to living out my days in the ultimate misery of this fucking life. But pride. A lifetime of jealousy, that's what they should call it, permanently transfixed in a water-eyed rage, where 50 angry heartbeats all palpitate at once, and moving picture nightmares are projected within the skull of filth, of glory tarnished, of my own traditional landscape tainted and destroyed. Such a misogynistic view, so filled with hate and anxiety, I disgust myself, treating a living person as territory to be consumed. I'd like to preach, like the wizened wanderer that I am, about how life changes for the best, and that around each love-lost corner resides the next, but I faint heed my own advice, being behind, being hard luck and alone, being the situation that I am in, and that you are as well, being happy for you and wishing you well, but mostly crumbled from this perpetual sadness, all felt at once. Frankly, I understand your vengeance, and you have made your point. Although this dramatic exhibition is beyond my control, it is relentless and will haunt me until I find something else to dwell upon. The lifestyle. I was all set to fuck on camera all the way in San Diego, rash decisions made of spite. The world doesn't wait for a hurting man. I considered all of this from a snowy highway while you were with another guy. And I looked out for myself for once in my life. They say to quit an addiction you must change your life completely. I cut my hair, added a baseball cap, joined a new gym, quit smoking, and focused on me. Refined, defined, and finding that smile which was buried beneath all of those hashtags and photographs which I was privileged to while you pretended to be fine without me. The Morning Lumberjack. It was 7 a.m. and we'd been lying in the darkness for 3 hours by then. The sun arrived through the blinds with flecks of light glinting from the incoming warmth that glowed like a fresh tangerine spring that bounced from scattered mirror balls placed around my studio apartment. We passed the late night hours kissing, feeling each other's skin with a tremble accompanying each fingertip, closer on towards that fresh tangerine springtime glow. I awoke, tense and frustrated, as if my neck had been unnaturally bent for hours during the toss and turn night, and I felt her body nudged tightly against mine, with her curves pressing into my body. So, with utmost precaution, I felt around, and she instinctively flinched, brushing her matted blonde hair to one side of the pillow and then the other. Her lips were set apart, moist, and I raised my head to get a closer look. Her eyes were still, calm, like setting a blanket on wildfire. The smoke arises and eventually simmers out, and she just got cuter when that fire simmered out. I noticed by then that I was holding myself, rubbing and stroking until the last, unassuming blow set my body to pulsate like a heartbeat in the late spring with blood rushing to each perimeter of my form. Dizzy. Until the calm of the morning glow simmered the adoration with such a profound sensation that my stiff and aching body suddenly cured, fell to simmer just like her to make a brand new nighttime out of that sweet tangerine glow. Talking to Ashley about smoking cessation. I'm glad, but it's weird. You're always taking a drag in all my memories of you, the steam rising from your lips just moments before you go in for the kill. It's just that we will burn together, darling, unchanged, alone, clutching onto our symbolic hearts as if they were hand grenades ready to explode. Will you don the painted leather once more just minutes after midnight? Or has that floating head flopped silently, slowly deflating inches from the earth?